live from the YouTubes, Monday, 11:34. Yeah, that's the time. AM Eastern time. What is up, Flick fans? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys so much for joining me again on a Monday. We're going to, we've been doing the Mondays, but we're going to try to get back on our normal schedule here soon. As you guys notice, things are slowly shifting and changing around this place, and as soon as we know it, we'll be in a new studio. But I want to get in the chat room today and see what you guys are doing and talking about, and welcome you all to another live Ask Me Anything. Appreciate you guys big time for being here and sticking with me for a busy time in all of our lives, I'm sure. Already have Samuel Prater in the chat. Touch myself now or later. Right now, Sam. Thank you guys so much for being here. Hello, Austin. Hi. Hello, all of the wonderful people joining me today. And it's been a month since I've attended. Yeah, if you guys are here for the first time or the first time in a long time, please let me know that down below. And as always today, we're going to, if you guys tuned in the last night's PopX cast, it was pretty lit towards the end. I did a lot of dancing if you want to go check that out. But we're going to answer questions today, as always, talk a little bit of movie and TV show news, pretty much whatever you guys want to talk about. We actually just got some news. The brand new logo for the Flash movie was tweeted out by Andy Muschietti, the director of the brand new film, and won't lie to you. Let's see if I can get this pulled up on the go here. Looks pretty daggone cool. So I'm excited for that film, and I'm excited to see what you guys want to talk about today. And as always, like we normally do, we're going to go the Streamlabs route. That link is in the description. If you guys want to ask questions, make sure I get to them. Or the Super Chat route. That's the best way for me to see it and the best way for the question to not go away like most of the other ones. But we're going to get right into it with our first Super Chat of the day from one of my faves, Entertainment Examiner, who is over on Patreon. Hey, Austin, hope you're well, my friend. Do you think Loki will be the best MCU show? Can't wait to join you on Patreon. Have a good day. Thank you so much, my friend. First off, I definitely think Loki is in the conversation of being the best Marvel Cinematic Universe TV show, comparing it to WandaVision, Falcon Winter Soldier, because the first two episodes got off to such a strong start. Now, you all haven't seen the second episode yet. As soon as you do, I know there are going to be some things about it that everybody's going to want to talk about, and we will inevitably talk about that. But as of right now, just the first two of this show compared to the first two of the other two shows, I enjoy it a little bit more. So it's on pace to becoming my favorite show in the MCU. So I definitely think it has the possibility. It's just got to keep that momentum going. And thank you once again, Entertainment Examiner. We're going to be doing our 2018 list probably Wednesday on Patreon, but I'll make that announcement officially. Let's see what else is going on in the chat room today. We've got Loki and Bad Batch galore talking about that. So let's get right into some of these. Oh, first off, we have, what are your thoughts on what you've seen of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? Yeah, I watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and I did fall off, mostly due to time. I just didn't really have time to balance all the shows that I was watching. But what I saw, I liked a little bit up and down in mid seasons. But I hadn't seen the final two seasons, so I can't really tell you about the show as a whole. But I liked what I saw for the most part. Just a couple things about it that, good morning to you, my friend. Have you seen the Last Night in Soho trailer? I did. I didn't do a reaction to it, but I did see it and thoroughly enjoyed it. As you guys know, it's one of my most anticipated films, and Edgar Wright is one of my favorite directors, so I'm super excited for that. We have Joey Luca in the chat. Hope the move is going well. I moved with my family recently, and we had to turn the whole house and garden top to bottom. Oh, my goodness. Garden was legitimately a whole jungle, and the house was a wreck. Joey, let me tell you, we're working on a garden, too. My wife's already planted tomatoes and asparagus and a lot of crazy things like that. But yeah, that's kind of what we've been doing. We've been doing a lot of painting and reorganizing and creating shiplaps. You guys don't know what that is, Google it, in all of the rooms before we actually move our stuff in. Now, we've gotten most of the stuff in, except for this room, obviously. Although, rest in peace, my big table. R.I.P. big table. It's gone. It's currently out of here. Actually, you guys will see it here in a few weeks, so not rest in peace. Just rest in slumber. But this is kind of the last room in the house that really needs to be torn apart and taken there. So once we get this, then I'll feel a lot more confident. Then we have to unpack. So that's not going to be fun. Owen _ movie 75 says, recently watched Honey Boy. Oh, yes. Geez, Noah Jupe gives an incredible performance. And what do you think about Daniel Craig as James Bond? First of all, Owen, Noah Jupe. Oh, my God. What an incredible actor. I think, again, I mean, slowly confirming to me that he's one of the best up-and-coming actors with Quiet Place, obviously part 2. He was in Wonder. He was obviously a standout in Honey Boy and managed to keep up with Shia LaBeouf's performance, which I thought was great in that movie as his father. So what an incredible actor. And then Daniel Craig as James Bond. You know, I like Daniel Craig a lot as James Bond. He is my personal Bond. Now, I'm not a massive Bond franchise guy. Never really watched the older movies growing up. I just never watched them. It just wasn't something that I watched. And then, you know, I got into the new ones, and I really like some of the new ones. Skyfall is obviously amazing. Really enjoyed Casino Royale. But for the most part, I've never been like a Bond guy. So when I say that Daniel Craig is my favorite, it's not a ton of competition for me, but he is the standout from what I've seen. And I've seen probably every Bond in at least one movie. I haven't seen every film, but probably every one. And Craig has been my favorite. So I'm excited to see what he does with this new film. Let's just hope he gives it all of his effort. Come on. I know you can do it. All right. Let's see. We got another. Oh, we got Just Saw Moon. Okay. Just Saw Moon. Tell me what you think. You know, Duncan's an interesting director because he really hasn't done a lot since Moon. And that's kind of crazy because I thought he knocked Moon out of the park. But I think Moon is one of the, obviously one of the best Sam Rockwell performances, and then one of the cooler sci-fis of that decade. AJ with the super chat says, let's see what we got. The Fugitive, Blowout, Backdraft. Oh, I've not seen Backdraft, AJ. You've seen movies I've not seen. I've not seen Backdraft. AJ, I'd love to know which one was your favorite. And out of the two that I've seen there, I've got to go with The Fugitive. I think The Fugitive is so good. Perfectly rated and talked about. And I just, I really, that's one of those that I love going back and revisiting, especially with my dad. My dad loves that film. Absolutely loves that film. AJ, that sounds like a really great Friday night. It really does. So that's a movie I want to go back and revisit sometime soon. Let's see. Are you excited for the one and only, from Alex Lopez, Space Jam 2, A New Legacy? I am, Alex. I am. I'm excited. You know, it's got a lot of nostalgia. Now, I don't know if it's going to live up to my personal nostalgic tastes, because I love Space Jam for what it is. Obviously, it's not perfect. You had to have a soft spot for it, but it's one of those movies. As I drink my hint water, not a sponsor. Delicious water infused with watermelon essence. It should be a sponsor. I should tweet them and say, hey, sponsor me. I drink all your waters. Yeah, it's one of those movies that really holds a soft spot in my heart. So I'm very excited for the new one. I'm not excited for the Michael Jordan, LeBron James argument in the comment section of my review. I'm not excited about that. But I will be sitting back with popcorn and reading all of the comments. So Andy says, missing most of this one because I have to work. That's okay, Andy, but I'll ask one question. Have you ever walked out of the theater in the middle of a movie? Not since I've been an adult. I got up during Cats and I sat back down. I said, I can't do this because I had to review it. Anytime I have to review a movie, I just can't do it. And if I ever did, then I wouldn't review the movie because that wouldn't be fair to you all. And another one would be Transformers: The Last Night. I got up and then I sat back down. I said, ugh. I had a physical reaction to that movie. It made me sick. Because the different changes in the aspect ratios. The only one I can think of is when I was young, and I've told this story before, my parents got up and walked out of Norbit. I don't think they knew what they were in for. They didn't really want myself and my brother seeing that because we were super young. They just thought, oh, Eddie Murphy, cute. And the movie's garbage anyway, so I'm kind of glad they did. Good job, parents. That's where I got my movie tastes from you. But yeah, it wasn't funny, and that's why I say it's just not a funny movie. It sucks. It sucks. All right, Alex, great question, Andy. Thank you. You're the best. I enjoy the videos, Austin. What superhero would you like to see as a villain, and the other way around? Oh, Alexander, that's a great question. my mind automatically goes to anti-heroes, but I'm not going to do that. So I can't talk about Moon Knight or Deadpool or something like that. As a villain, well, I kind of went to the Flash, but I'm like, oh, he's got Reverse Flash. Part of me would love, well, we've seen alternate universe versions of Batman as a villain. I really like in the comics when Captain America, it's an alternate timeline when he goes bad. I know we got the Hell Hydra in Endgame, but it's one of those storylines that you get to see what would happen if Captain America was kind of working for Hydra. And I think that is so cool. Again, we've seen it before, but in the movie space, I think that would be super interesting. And then in terms of bad guys going good, we get a lot of that with Suicide Squad. My mind goes to in the Flash when your boy Captain Cold and his little Heat Man assistant, when they turned kind of good. I really liked that. And then in terms of major villains going good, I would love to see what would happen if the Riddler, and I guess we've seen shades of this in the comics, if the Riddler worked with the Gotham City PD to solve a case with the Batman. So if the Riddler went good, I love the Riddler as a villain, but to see him try to dive into a case like that, full on good guy, I think would be super interesting. That's one of those characters that I've always thought would make it. It almost reminds me of solving problems using intellect. The Question, the DC hero, The Question, which I think we talked about too on a recent live stream. I think those are two good swaps. Two good swaps that would make things a lot more interesting. All right, let's see. What movies do you not like that everyone says are good? Man, I don't know how many times I've answered this question, Roman, but it's an awesome question. I've mentioned I don't not like Mean Streets. It's fine. I just, Suspiria, the remake, I was, I always say You're Next and The Mist, and I feel like I repeat myself all the time. I want to bring up another one. What's another? I'm trying to think of a big movie that everybody likes and I just don't care about. I know every director kind of has one. I'd have to look into that. I think that would be fun, though. I did the movies on Rotten Tomatoes that are fresh, or that are rotten that I think deserve to be fresh. I would like to do the opposite of that and just kind of hit on some of those that, this year, Barb and Star, Go to Vista Del Mar. Everybody loved that film, and I thought it was fine. I just wasn't really like, it was fine. It was fine. And then more recently, Censor actually just came out last weekend. It was fine. It got like a 98 on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't know. It was okay. It was okay. So there are, a lot of lower budgeted movies like that, but to find the big ones, I'd have to dive deep into my brain. So I think that's a good list for another day, Roman. Great question. Source Code is good. David, Source Code is good. You know what? You're right. Source Code is a really good movie. But some of the other movies under his banner, I don't know. They just didn't really hit me in the way that they should have. Marley, nice to see you, man. After seeing In the Heights, thank you for the super chat, by the way. I was so impressed. Me too. I wish it would have came later in the year, as West Side Story might get more awards buzz due to the December release. I think only one of them will get a Best Picture nomination. Marley, that's good. I mean, I don't hate the analysis at all. I think that's when you look at when these movies release, a lot of it has to do with timing, right? You want to come out during Oscar season. You want to build that buzz going into the actual Oscar nominations, this and that. But In the Heights is one of those movies I think that can avoid that, because I think the buzz is going to maintain throughout the rest of the year. Now it'll die down, obviously, and then when West Side Story comes out, everybody's going to be talking about West Side Story, and then we're going to have to go back to In the Heights. But I think In the Heights, when it comes down to it, will get a nomination. One, because there are 10 noms, okay, which is, it's never been a set 10. It's always been, well, we're going to get 7, 8, or 9, except for the first year that they did it, I believe. But now we have 10 noms, and I think In the Heights, as of now, for me, there's no doubt it's going to slide into that 10 spot. But we're going to have to see. I mean, maybe we get 12 other movies that are, obviously better than In the Heights. We're just going to have to see. But as of now, I think it's got a really good shot, Marley. I think it's got a really, really good shot, even with 2 musicals, because of the 10 nominations. And, maybe West Side Story isn't as good. We don't know. I'm looking forward to it. Not super hyped just yet, but we'll just have to see. I'm excited for it, though. In a very contained way. Whereas in the Heights, I was more amped and pumped because Lin-Manuel Miranda lately has just been crushing it with musicals, and he did it again. Oh, and I guess another movie that could take its place. Lin has a movie coming out with Andrew Garfield that is firmly in awards season. Maybe that's better. Maybe that takes its spot. So we'll just have to see. All right, Dilly says, have you ever seen Weeds? I think it's super underrated show. And do you think the sequel show, Weeds 420, will ever see the light of day? You know, I've heard a little bit about Dilly. I've never seen Weeds. Crazy enough. I think I've seen one episode, actually. And I liked it. It's one of those shows I never got into. But I did hear a lot about, I guess, the sequel show, right? Do you think it will ever see the light of day? Because I haven't heard so much about it recently, Dilly, I don't know if it will. Sometimes you get news of movies and shows, and then all of a sudden they just disappear. And it's almost like, where did they go? Did they just decide not to do it, not do a press release, this and that? But I think Weeds is one of those shows that was so popular that if it ever came back into the limelight and they started talking about it again, I wouldn't doubt it. So do I think it'll ever see the light of day? At this point, Dilly, probably not. Pandemic also really hurt a lot of these projects getting off the ground. But fan response, I mean, if we get some tweets and if we get some hashtags, you never know what could happen. Joseph Burke in the chat, my cousin. Hola, what's going on, Joe? Great PopX cast last night. Oh my God, what a fun freaking show that was. You guys want to go to my community page, you can find our episode where I danced for the last 4 or 5 minutes. We all danced. It was amazing. What a great show that was. Tyler says, hey, Austin, thanks for commenting on my Letterboxd review. Meant a lot. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. I try to get on there a little bit more now than I did on the actual home feed reading reviews, because I do love reading reviews. I've just been so busy with the house, everything like that. But yeah, I saw your review the other day, Tyler, and I need to start commenting on more reviews. I need to be more active with other people on there instead of just focusing on writing my own reviews, which I still have a lot to write. I'm very backed up on Letterboxd. Watched Cobra Kai. Or not Cobra Kai, The Karate Kid yesterday. I can't wait to log that on Letterboxd. Let's see. Oh gosh, here it is. Trevor, LeBron isn't even. Oh no. Oh gosh, Space Jam's not even come out yet. It's already started. Oh God, I'm gonna have to. No, you're fine. But yeah, when the review comes out, I'm just gonna for a little bit. I want to read the phone, and then I'm just gonna put the phone down because I can't stand that. Joseph, it's all good. Mike. Oh yeah, we got Mike, who I guess didn't get to see the show last night, but that's okay, Mike. Don't worry about that. Hey, Austin, have you seen the movie Arlington Road with Jeff Bridges? John, I have not, but I do love me some Jeff Bridges. Man, what a great actor. Wish him the best in his recovery. We know he's going through a lot right now. But I can't wait to see Jeff Bridges pop up in another movie, man. I just love him so much. All right, we got Jared says, do you have any faith in Disney making a good Indiana Jones film? I do not. Here's my thing about that, Jared. I had full faith in Spielberg doing an Indiana Jones film, and he let us down with the fourth one. Now, I know there were script problems, this and that, but at the end of the day, Spielberg's name was still attached to it. So I don't know if I have full faith that Disney can execute what the first and the third executed. I don't love the second Indiana Jones. I'll just get that off the bat. But I do have faith in James Mangold. And if they allow James Mangold to do what he wants to do with this movie, I have full faith. Because that guy is just brilliant. He is a brilliant director. And I think he is going to crush this film if Disney lets him do his thing. Never know. You never know what these studios are going to be able to do, but I'm very excited. What's up, Austin Burke? What is going on, my friend? We have Flash Flick Reviews. You're my favorite YouTuber. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, man. Flash Flick Reviews. Yeah, come on. You know I'm subscribed on that second channel that I used to subscribe to things. I don't subscribe to things on this channel most of the time. My question is, creators swap. Ooh, I love this. Lin-Manuel Miranda's La La Land or Damien Chazelle's In the Heights? Wow. Here's my thing. So I've got to go. I know immediately where I'm going with this. I'm going Lin-Manuel Miranda's La La Land. That's crazy because I actually prefer La La Land to In the Heights. That's one of my favorite movies, y'all. Damien Chazelle, what he's able to do. So I think Damien Chazelle as a director is top tier talent, phenomenal. But In the Heights is so Lin-Manuel Miranda that's really hard to see anybody else tackling that. Now, you could say the same thing about Damien in La La Land, but Lin is a pure musical guy, like meaning it seems like everything he touches that has to do with music turns to gold. Whereas Damien is a film director that has done a musical and he loves music, but he's not as big in that scene. So I think Lin could kind of lend, there you go, a hand a bit better to La La Land than Damien could to In the Heights, right? Damien loves jazz. There's no jazz in the Heights. Lin-Manuel Miranda, he's done musicals over and over and over. So I think his creativity, that's a really tough question, Flash Flick Reviews. I think both could crush it, but I'm going to go Lin's La La Land. Yeah, be interesting. Your favorite actor? Anita, mine right now is probably Jake Gyllenhaal. I think right now, currently, Jake Gyllenhaal all the time. I'd have to think about it, but Gyllenhaal is amazing. I love Caitlin Dever. She's an up-and-coming actress. I think she's really, really good. And Jonathan Majors, oh my goodness, I can't wait to see what he does in the MCU. Some really great Michael B. Jordan, up-and-coming actors that are just about to crush it in the big time. Oh, here we go. Oh, I hate Toy Story 4 so much. I had a comment the other day. It might have been you, Isaiah, that said overrated Pixar movies, Pixar movies that weren't very good. Cars 2, which I was like, yes. Brave, which I don't really like Brave all that much. And then Toy Story 4, and I'm like, can't agree with you, Toy Story 4. Sorry, Isaiah, I don't agree. I think it's a great film. Yeah, it's not what we expected maybe, but I don't mind that. I think it's a great finish to Woody's story, and it's a beautifully made movie. So we're just on different ends there. We're on different ends, but that's okay. You weren't alone there. A lot of people didn't like it. Movies with cause. Don't think you've ever done a Blu-ray collection video, but once you have time after the move, that would be a fun live. Yeah. Oh, that would be a fun live stream. Yes, it would. I agree with that. Excited for Werewolves Within. Yes, I've seen Werewolves Within. Not seen the movie, but I've seen a lot of promotion for it. It looks good. And I think I actually had an email to where I could have requested a screener. I'll have to look into that again. I think I may have just overlooked it, but yeah, I would like to watch Werewolves Within. I know it's premiering at Tribeca. I think it's premiering at Tribeca. I'm too busy for that right now. I wasn't able to do Tribeca, but that's a movie that looks very interesting, so I'm excited for it. Are you going to review Elite Season 4? Is that this weekend? Really? Netflix didn't have it listed on their media site. That's interesting. All right, if it's this weekend, I've got to request a screener for it. So I absolutely will. Thank you so much for a reminder for that. They did not have it listed. All right, Mike says, what's up, Austin? Hey, Mike. How you doing? Have you seen Charney Cornell's breakdown of Midsommar's score? No, I have not. I actually don't know who Charles Cornell of Midsommar's score. It's so good. I think you'd really appreciate it. No, I don't know, but yeah, I'll go check it out. If it's a fellow content creator, I'll definitely go check it out. I love Midsommar. I love the score for Midsommar. I think it's a wild, wacky movie. I don't know if it's a movie I would ever really recommend to, a family member or a peer because it's wild. But if you appreciate those very artistic kind of movies, I think you'll appreciate Midsommar. When will you review Ted Lasso? I will not review season 1, unfortunately, because I missed it. When you miss the boat on that, you just missed the boat. And I missed the boat. And that was my bad. And you guys are part of the reason why I caught up with it. But season 2 of Midsommar, good Lord, Ted Lasso, I will definitely be talking about. Because, y'all, that show is so good. It's so good. And thank you guys for recommending that to me. Jose, what's going on, Jose? You're not beating me with your DDD, Austin. Listen, I've been playing Super Smash Bros. On my brother's Switch. I'm a baller DDD. I've been playing Ridley, and y'all know the move that I'm spamming with Ridley. And then I like me some Little Mac. I keep going back to Captain Falcon. He's the OG. And who's another? I love Pit and Dark Pit. Man, use that reflector. Come on. I love Super Smash Bros, man. I love it. Let's see. Oh, we have Gax Reviews saying Chu is not a good director, in my opinion. He holds the movie back from being truly great. Interesting. Yeah, I don't see that. But There were a couple of decisions that could have been a little bit better, but overall, I thought cinematography was great. I thought it flowed really well. I didn't really have that issue. I didn't have that issue. So yeah, I'm a big Chew fan now, but he has had some really big misfires in the past. I think he's learning from his mistakes, and I think he's doing more serious movies. I know In the Heights is fun, but when he did those bigger blockbuster films, I just yeah. Crazy Rich Asians is great though. Let's see. I like this. What movie from the 80s do you think deserves an updated take? Well, when did Highlander come out? I've always said I wanted a Highlander reboot, and now we have one with Henry Cavill. Somebody said War Games recently. I don't know. I think War Games is very perfectly for its time. I wouldn't mind I know a lot of people love this. I wouldn't mind a Never-Ending Story reboot. I wouldn't mind a Never-Ending Story reboot. Listen, holds a very soft spot in a lot of people's hearts, and I really enjoyed going back and watching it for our Pop X cast. I did. But I wouldn't mind getting an updated take with new special effects, maybe some up-and-coming actors coming in there to audition for our main character there. I think Never-Ending Story would be a very cool reboot. So I'm on board with that. All right, let's see. We got Yeti Fawn. Send me a Streamlabs. All right, guys, you know how this works. So we have Super Chat. That is one method of asking questions. And then we have Streamlabs, which is the other. And let's go ahead and bring that up on screen here. And I shall refresh the page. What is today's date? June 14th? Are you kidding me? Is it already June 14th? That's ridiculous. Okay. Hey, buddy, what's a movie you think has a wrong title? P.S. I sent you a message on Letterboxd the other day. Yeti on Letterboxd. You sent a message on Letterboxd? Maybe it was just a comment on Letterboxd. I will have to check that out, Yeti Fawn. Do they have messages on Letterboxd now? Regardless, the wrong title, I always go to John Carter. And I don't hate movies with names. I don't hate John Wick. I think John Wick is perfect. But for me, when you look at John Carter, and part of what made that name so special originally, John Carter of Mars, why would you take off the of Mars? That just makes it so much cooler, in my opinion. Doesn't make sense. Never made sense. John Carter of Mars. John Carter, nobody really knows who he is. Now, John Wick, nobody knew who he was, but because that movie really represented that name well, everybody knows who he is. I'm only saying this because somebody commented the other day on my Rotten Tomatoes video where I was talking about John Carter, and they were like, but John Wick. And I'm like, yeah, but the movie really represented that name. John Carter of Mars would have been way more appealing to people from a marketing standpoint. And guess what? The movie bombed. Now, that's not the full reason why the movie bombed, but I think it could have been a little bit better, in my opinion. Also, Edge of Tomorrow. Why didn't they call it Live, Die, Repeat? That's so much better. I don't know. Sometimes movie titles infuriate me, so I don't get it. But it's a great question nonetheless, Yeti Fawn, because it's one that really makes you think. And I'm sure there are plenty more. But yeah. Sodium 285 says your live streams are amazing. Trying to grow my channel in the coming summer. Good luck. Be patient and do what you love. Do what you love. Don't feel like you have to be forced into doing things, just because it's trendy, this and that. Now, trendiness helps, but do what you love. Review a movie you want to review. Get excited about it. Show that passion. That's definitely going to translate. So good luck with that, Sodium 285. Good luck. That is very exciting. Yes, James Mangold is making Indiana Jones 5. It's such a random pairing. It is hard to kind of, get your mind around it, because it's one of those directors that when you hear about it, you're like, James Mangold, Indiana Jones. But then you start to think about it, what he did with Logan and this and that. You're like, oh, James Mangold, Indiana Jones. It kind of works for me. It kind of works. That's part of the reason why I think this movie could be really good. We'll have to see. Let's see. Who do you think is the most promising child actor right now? Roman Griffin Davis. Oh, so good. So good. I talked about Noah Jupe a little bit earlier. Obviously, Jacob Tremblay. I mean, he's the clear choice. Man, what's our girl's name from 8th grade? I know she's not a child now. She's probably like a sophomore in high school, but she's younger. She was so good. I would like to see her in more projects. I hope she gets cast. But yeah, Noah Jupe and, well, I guess both. Millicent Simmons. from Quiet Place. What a great movie that was for young actors and actresses. What comic book crossover would you like to see? TMNT in the Marvel Universe? Well, I think the dream for everyone, it's never going to happen. Marvel and DC. I think that's the big one. But let's go a little bit deeper than that, man. TMNT and Power Rangers. That'd be weird. It's not a comic, but it would be weird. I would love to see maybe the Dark Avengers with your Justice League Dark crew. So you've got some really interesting characters there. You got your Moon Knights and things like that. And then your Constantines and Swamp Things. And I would love to see those two teams go up against each other. But again, Marvel DC, it's never going to happen. All right, let's see. Final pieces together for a detective mystery thriller script. I'm right. Ooh, inspired by Memento 7 and Tintin. I love that movie. Don't feel bad about loving that movie, Joey. Tintin's a really great movie. It is. I think it was even before its time to be fully appreciated. But it's one of those I like to go back and really, really appreciate. Very good. Very good. Love me some Tintin. All right, let's see. We've got Ryan saying director swap. Here we go. Ridley Scott's Avatar, James Cameron's Prometheus. Oh my goodness. Well, off the bat, I've got to go James Cameron's Prometheus because I think Prometheus maybe could have been a little bit better, even though I think I like it more than most. I think I like Prometheus quite a bit. But Ridley Scott tackling Avatar, ooh, man, that's intriguing too. Could it have still been the visual movie that it was under Ridley Scott? Maybe, but I don't know if Ridley Scott's as ambitious as a James Cameron. I've got to go James Cameron's Prometheus. I would like to see his take, even though Prometheus is a very Ridley Scott movie. That's a tough one. Ryan, you've stumped me. I'm going to go Cameron's Prometheus. It's a great question, though. Very, very great question. What do you think of Kevin Hart as an actor? I prefer him on stand-up. You know, I will say, Executioner, I like Kevin Hart's attempts at being serious. There is a movie coming out. I won't talk about it. What was the film with the remake that he did with Bryan Cranston a couple years ago? I actually didn't hate that remake. And I know the original is beloved and all of this stuff, but because Kevin Hart tried to be a little bit serious, and he was actually pretty good. Now, he's funny, obviously. Sometimes he plays the same character over and over, and that becomes a little bit too much. But, man, I really like his attempts at being serious. So I actually like his acting a little bit. But his stand-up is great. I do love his stand-up. It's really good. So I may say I prefer that as well. I just got back from watching A Quiet Place 2. It's a fantastic movie, Alex. So good to hear. My favorite movie of the year. Really, really love that film. Oh, my God, Real James. I'm busy at work, but I wanted to pop in and say you've been crushing it this month. Can't wait to see you finish strong as we get into Fast Night and more over the next couple of weeks. Real James, don't you even say I've been crushing it. When you have been crushing it, Real James, on YouTube, please, guys, what a great creator. Oh my God. And the thing is, James, you have been so supportive for so long. And then I see your channel, and I think I was watching your channel back even before you had 1,000 subs. And I'm like, what is going on here? Why doesn't James have more? And now he's finally got more. I think you 4,000 or 5,000. And you're finally clearing those numbers that I always knew you would. And you're very, I mean, in terms of your knowledge, I mean, I look at you as an equal. You're just very good at what you do. So I appreciate you big time for being so supportive, James. And you're rocking it. You really are rocking it right now. So your Avatar videos. Oh my God. If you love Avatar: The Last Airbender, Real James, that's the channel. Keep up the great work, Austin. Been with your channel since Ant-Man and the Wasp. What is your favorite Disney Plus Marvel episode, counting WandaVision, Falcon, Winter Soldier, Loki? So far, it is the Evan Peters reveal in WandaVision. I loved that episode. Just the whole episode kept you on your toes, the tension. You had that huge argument between Vision and Wanda. Oh my God, it was so amazing. That was the episode for me. And then when in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, you had, taking the shield, the death at the end there with John Walker. That was amazing. I loved that episode. But second to the WandaVision episode, I really love Loki episode 2. Now, I can't say why, but episode 2 of Loki is really just kind of like, what's going to happen next? And that's the feeling that I think everybody's going to have after episode 2. So, man, guys, I really do. I love Loki. And I said it about a month ago. I said it a month ago. I truly believe that Loki, and I'm getting a call, could be the best. Who is calling me right now? Could end up being the best Marvel series. All right, I'm gonna let it go to voicemail. I really want to answer, but I don't know who this is, so I'm gonna let it go to voicemail. Yeah, if they need me, they'll leave a voice. That's what I always say. If you need me, you'll leave a voicemail. Ted Lasso's great. I completely agree with you. Brandon says, excited for Blue Beetle. Who could direct Static? Oh man, who could direct Static? Crazy enough, I would have said not Andy Muschietti, the director before Andy Muschietti for The Flash. So let's see. Let me go to IMDb and let me find his previous film and get his name here. All right, so Rick Famuyiwa, who directed Dope and actually directed, I think, 2 episodes of The Mandalorian, maybe 1, maybe 2. I think Rick Famuyiwa would crush Static Shock. And funny enough, the main actor in Dope is, I believe it's our boy from Spider-Verse, right? Let's see here. Shameik Moore from Spider-Verse. So it would be weird to have Shameik Moore play Static and then also be Miles Morales. But at the same time, pairing those two back together for Static Shock, I think would be awesome. So Rick Famuyiwa is my choice because, and I say this because I associate him with DC already because he had The Flash and then he left The Flash. So now it's like DC can see him and be like, hey, come back and direct Static Shock. I think that would be awesome. When do you think Stranger Things 4 will finally come out? I'm really hoping it's this year. Part of me is hoping it's in November, but I don't necessarily know if it will be. So I'm going to stick with November. Part of me believes that it might just come out this year, but I'm very excited to see it drop nonetheless, even if it is in early 2022, which, unfortunately it probably will be. Jonas with the big old super chat. Hope this doesn't fall off your radar this summer. If you haven't seen it yet, starting July 2nd, there's going to be a film trilogy on Netflix called Fear Street. Check out the trailer after this AMA. Jonas, crazy you say that because I didn't see the trailer. And I was literally just thinking about this recently because, I got to request my screeners for when I review it. So, Jonas, from what I have heard about Fear Street, this trilogy of movies, I'm really pumped. Netflix hasn't really done a lot like this where, you got one thing coming out after the other. Amazon did something recently with a few of these Blumhouse films where they were all different, but they all fit in the Blumhouse, thing that they were doing. I think Fear Street's going to be cool. I'm so excited. I'm excited to see the trailer after this, Jonas. So thank you for bringing that to my attention. Thank you so much for the super chat, for supporting this channel. It really does mean a lot, especially right now. But yeah, that's something you guys are definitely going to see a review for all 3 of those movies. Let's see. What? Now, hold on. Do we have a super chat from my boy Garrett Clevenger on here? Hold on. Oh, let's see. Wait. Super chat. Yes, Austin Burke, I love you. Give me a newish movie to watch tonight. I'm a watch. All right, Garrett. We may have even, I don't know if this was a movie we talked about, Garrett. This is newish. I don't know where it is. I believe it's on Amazon Prime. If you've never seen a movie called Sing Street, Garrett, Sing Street. My God, that's a movie that I think would just blow your mind. Also, I believe the movie Nobody, which is your boy from Better Call Saul, just came out on demand. I don't know if you can rent it. I know you can buy it. Let's look for something on streaming that's a bit more new, though. If you can find American Animals, Garrett, I think that's a movie that takes place in Lexington, Kentucky. That's a great one to do. Ooh, if you haven't seen Ford v. Ferrari, I think that's also a really good one. We were just talking about James Mangold, Ford v. Ferrari being one of my favorites. That one's on HBO Max. Man, there have been a lot of good movies as of late. So those are kind of 4 that are bouncing around in my head right now for you to watch. So yeah, if you get a chance, let me know, Garrett. It's good to see you, man. Thank you so much for supporting and coming on to the live stream. Let me tell you, Garrett is one of the funniest people I've ever met. Appreciate the super chat, buddy. Are you bummed that I Am Not Okay With This was canceled before a second season? I think it's Netflix's best show. Binged it in one sitting 6 times. I am bummed. I really am. I like that show a lot. And while I wouldn't say it's Netflix's best show, I thought it was just so wonderful and full of life and different. It's so different compared to other shows. So yeah, that was a bummer. Netflix has been canceling a lot of shows recently. I got a little worried about Sweet Tooth because I love Sweet Tooth so much. But I think with the success that it's had and RDJ tweeting out today about Sweet Tooth, and I think it's going to stick around. But we know Jupiter's Legacy got canceled recently, which, I didn't love season 1, but I thought it had a lot of potential. And now, that just tells you guys, when you go, when you bring a show like that to Netflix, make sure you nail, or at least do as good as you can on a season 1. And quality is very important when it comes to renewing things. But also, there was a big budget scuffle with Jupiter's Legacy. So after reading into it, I can see why it got canceled, because they spent a lot of money on that show, and it didn't look like they spent a lot of money. Yeti Fawn says, another Streamlabs question. Well, actually, we've had this pulled up on the screen the whole time. Sorry, I never took that off. Let's see. What movie do you think will be more popular with critics, Red Notice or Don't Look? Oh, man, that's great. I think it's going to be Don't. Oh, man, that's tough. That's tough. Well, let's go look at the casts. And you said you meant to send me a message on Patreon, not Letterboxd. That's okay. That's okay to Yeti Fawn. I'll go take a look at it after this. So let's look at the casts here. And we know both the casts are really stacked. More popular with critics. So we got Red Notice with Dwayne Johnson, Ryan Reynolds, Gal Gadot. Oh, my God. A very, very great cast there with Rawson Marshall Thurber at the helm, who directed Easy A and Skyscraper and Dodgeball. Now, then we go to Don't Look Up. And here's why I believe this movie is going to be way more popular with critics, because I think it's got Oscar potential. Leo, Matthew Perry, Jennifer Lawrence, Timothy Chalamet, Kate Blanchett, Ron Perlman, Meryl Streep, Jonah Hill. Oh, Hamish Patel is in this movie. I didn't know that. Tyler Perry. Oh, my God. I'm Mark Rylance, Ariana Grande, Michael Chiklis. Yeah. Don't Look Up. So Red Notice, I think, will be interesting. I think it will be fun. I think it may have a good audience, response, but Don't Look Up 100%. I think it's got Oscar, maybe at least Oscar nominations in its future. Maybe not Oscar wins. Oscar nominations. But I'm excited for both. I think both are going to be really solid. Thank you, Yeti Fawn, as always, for your Streamlabs question. Let's see. Yeti Fawn also said, like the stream. Thank you, Yeti Fawn, for all your support, man. Thank you for your support. Yeah, guys. Oh, and I haven't even mentioned today, I've been so obsessed with your all's questions, man. You guys have been crushing it. If you're here and you would like to support this channel, the best way to support it would be to like this stream. Now, I know YouTubers say that and it comes across as cliche. Smash it. Don't just hit it. Smash it. But we say that because that's the way analytics work. People watch my videos, and that helps. And obviously, it helps when you guys watch the videos. But supporting it by leaving a thumbs up every video I do, and you guys lately have just been awesome with that and have really helped me out. You saw a video I posted, my Trace Netflix review. Part of the reason why that video did so well is obviously, I think 70% of my audience was from the Philippines because they were looking for reviews for their show. But also because it got so many likes, YouTube has been really pushing it out with its analytics. So I want to say thank you to anyone who ever leaves a like on this video. Just know that it's more than just clicking a button. It means you're supporting this channel, and it means a lot. So thank you so much for that. And Yeti, thank you for letting me go on that little tirade. Procrastinators. Oh, and when do you think The Boys Season 3 will release? Fantastic show. I am hungry for more. You and me both, buddy. You and me both. So I'm still going to go early next year. I think we're a little ways away from The Boys Season 3, but we're getting our first looks at some of the villains. We're getting our first looks at some of the little bit of the storyline, little nuggets that the writers are dropping here and there. So I'm super pumped for it. I think that could absolutely be the best season yet. Love that show so much. We got Tony. What's going on, Tony? Going to see Peter Rabbit right now. I bet I'm going to be the only one there on Monday at a 12:50. Can't wait for 2018 this week. See you soon, buddy. Tony, oh my gosh, man. I love our conversations on Patreon. Patreon is obviously a great place to get to know people, but some of the people that I've gotten to know more about their personality on there, it's just That's just awesome. So thank you for your support. Thank you for the question. Have fun with Peter Rabbit. Flopsy Rabbit. That's my favorite rabbit. Now, have fun with Peter Rabbit. It was fun. It's definitely fun. I thought the first one was fun. I thought the second one was fun. It's one of those that, I think it's made for kids and it works in that way. Lewis TV says, I feel embarrassed because I haven't seen A Quiet Place Part 2. Don't feel embarrassed. Don't feel embarrassed. Have fun. See it on the biggest screen you can with the best speakers. Oh my God. It's something else. It's something I loved that sequel. Absolutely loved it. Let's see. Anya Taylor-Joy is winning an Oscar for her career is inevitable. Agree? Roman, I think I agree with you. Because, last year she had a year. Oh my God, she had a year with Queen's Gambit. This year she's in pretty much everything. Last Night in Soho and so on and so forth. I mean, she's going to crush it. And I am just super excited to see what she does with her career because she is another one that I just love right now. I left a like. Thank you so much, Lewis TV. I appreciate that. Are you excited for the Halo TV show? I am. Halo is one of those games that I played a lot growing up. Haven't played a lot recently, but I played Halo 2 growing up a lot. So I'm interested to see what they do and who they who they cast in a show like that. Damon says, hey, Austin, do you think the mutants, how do you think, there we go, mutants will be introduced in the MCU? Well, part of me was thinking WandaVision when the big bubble expanded and the mutations happened. And I'm like, oh, that's the perfect way to do it. But now they're not going to do that. And could they go the multiverse route and bring in the mutant gene from the multiverse? Or are they just going to go classic X-Men and have the mutant gene start randomly or something triggers it? Maybe the snap triggers it. I think the snap could really trigger it. And, changing all of the timelines and messing with the multiverse, that's going to affect people that already live on Earth. So I think that could be a really good way to maybe explain the mutant gene either popping up in people because, Professor X, they'll already have to be pretty old, or people being born with it. But I don't think that's going to happen because I think we're going to get the X-Men sooner than later. So I think that's a good way to do it. Otherwise, I don't know, Dan. That's a great question. I'm interested to see how they do it. I'll say that much. Marvel, they've done a great job so far, so we will just have to see. I was looking through your letterbox and saw that you gave Happy Feet 4 stars, whereas you gave 3.5 to the vastly superior Surf Sub. Please explain. Well, it's hard to explain because I haven't seen both those movies in so long. Because they came out, they literally came out when I was a kid. Surf's Up, I watched it one time and, whenever it came out. And Happy Feet, I watched it one time. And I did love Happy Feet, though. But, hey, listen, maybe a rewatch will change my mind on those. Movies like that I watched when I was super young, I always have to say I may have to go back and rewatch. I'm more confident in movies that I have rewatched lately, so I can't entirely explain. But I do remember liking Happy Feet more than Surf's Up. But I think they're both really good movies. Director swap. Michael Bay's Spider-Man, Sam Raimi's Transformers. So I will say this. I like Michael Bay's Transformers. I do. The first one. Oh, my God, the first one. Just the first one. And kind of the third one, but really just the first one. But it's Sam Raimi's Transformers. Come on. Sam Raimi, the director that he is, with his sense of humor and his stylistic input, that's actually a really cool combination there. Sam Raimi and Transformers. I would love to see that. Great director swap, though. That would be fun. When would you guess time and day of your 2018 list? Right now, the goal is Wednesday. It was going to be Tuesday, but my mother is actually coming down tomorrow to help us paint our living room. That's right. We painted the kitchen. Now we're painting the living room. My mother's coming down tomorrow to help my wife and I paint the living room. So as of now, I'm going to say Wednesday because my wife's working. Mom's going to be gone. It's just going to be me. And I don't think I'm watching any screeners Wednesday because I'm going to try to knock them out later today. So as of right now, Wednesday, that's the goal. Around 1 p.m. Eastern time. I plan on updating you guys a little bit later on Patreon, but that's kind of where we're at right now with that. And hopefully it doesn't take so long to paint. Let's see. If you could have a coffee with any actor alive or dead, who would you pick and why? Robin Williams. Robin Williams. I would love to pick his brain on why he approached movies in the way that he did, why he went from comedy to more serious roles, and how on God's green earth are you so good? were so good. I mean, it's still hard to say that. How were you so good at what you did? Robin Williams, infectious, warm, loving, wonderful, incredible actor. One of my favorites of all time. Top 5. Easy. I love Robin Williams so much. Can you believe it's been 10 years next month since Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows? Oh my goodness. That's crazy. That's crazy. I can't. Yeah, I guess you're right. Wow. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So Harry Potter is one of those, and I actually did a Harry Potter tier list recently, so you can see all of my thoughts on Harry Potter in that video. But it's one of those that I never imagined would affect me in the way that it did, because I didn't really read the books growing up, but it did, and it was amazing, and I loved it. Austin, what are your thoughts on the film Ferris Bueller's Day Off? It's a fun comedy with a lot of great actors, with some great scenes in the film that are for laughs. Aaron, let me tell you, Ferris Bueller is a top 5 movie of all time for me. It's outstanding. It's incredible. It is the perfect comedy, in my opinion. The perfect 80s comedy, in my opinion, because it fits the 80s so well. Matthew Broderick gives one of the greatest comedic performances of all time. I know pretty much every major line from that movie. I could probably start quoting it verbatim because I love it so much. And life does move pretty fast. No, I think it's just outstanding. And I want to go to Chicago one day and go to some of those places that Ferris has been at. But yeah, top 5 all time ever for me. It's that good. Let's see. Vitoro. Welcome back, Vitoro. I just sneezed and farted at the same time. That is okay. Never done that in my life. I don't think I've ever done that. Anyways, what is that Chris Evans, Ryan Gosling movie called? Chris Evans. Oh, is it the Russo brothers film, right? Let me see. I threw my phone down a while ago, so I can't remember the name to it necessarily, but I know the Russo brothers are doing it. So let me type in the Russo brothers here. James Russo. No, not James Russo. Anthony Russo. There's one. There's a Russo brother, and that movie is titled... Man, they have a lot of movies in development. Oh my God. Here it is. The Gray Man. Yes. Oh, Ana de Armas is in it as well. Jessica Henwick, Ana de Armas, Gene Page, Billy Bob Thornton. Oh my God, Ryan Gosling, Chris Evans. Movie looks great. I think the Russo brothers know action, and they're going to crush it. I know they are with that kind of talent. So I'm super excited. Let's see. All right, we've got, you have to pick one person, oh my God, to have never been involved with the Steelers organization. Troy Polamalu, Ben Roethlisberger, Bill Cowher. That's gross. I hate this question because it's so good, Jack. That's why I hate it. You guys know I'm a Steelers fan. 6 Super Bowls. Just want to throw that in there. Man, it's hard not to go with Ben, but Ben is a big part of the reason why we won 2 Super Bowls. Cowher's a part of 1 Super Bowl, but Cowher's an all-time coach for me. There's no way it's Troy. Troy's one of the best players ever at his position. He is everything to me. Troy is my favorite player of all time. I got to go Bill Cowher. Because Cowher won us 1. Tomlin won us 1 since I've been alive. And don't get me wrong, Cowher was a big part of the reason why that team came together in the way that it did. But Ben's been involved with 2. And Ben, without Ben, without that pass in the 2008 Super Bowl, well, 2009 technically, we never would have won that game. So I got to go with Ben. Ben didn't have the best Super Bowl, his first Super Bowl, but man, that second one, which Cowher wasn't involved with. But yeah, I've got to go Bill Cowher. That hurt. You just hurt me, Jack. That's a great question. Let's see. Collie_Wally says, my body is ready for Demon Slayer season 2. Yes, but it's certainly not ready for my Oscar. Oh yeah, cosplay. You got a cosplay. Oh my goodness. That is awesome. I would love to see it. Please find a way to get me a picture or come back on a live stream and tell me that you've done it. I met someone the other day that didn't like Demon Slayer season 1. They didn't like it. They said it was too exposition heavy and too slow. And I was like, oh, it was my brother's friend. It hurt my soul. Big anime fan, by the way, this kid, but hurt my soul. I was very, very disappointed, but I personally love it. Love the movie. Can't wait for season 2, especially after the movie. Highly recommend In and of Itself. Okay. Came out on Hulu a few months ago. This is the one I heard. This is Frank Oz, right? It's a magic show, but much more than that. Frank Oz directed. I've heard nothing, Mark, nothing but great things about this. And I've got to watch it. I love Frank Oz. I love Frank Oz. What he was able to do throughout his life was incredible. But to see something like this, oh, I'm so excited. Yeah, I've got to do it. I've got to do it in and of itself. It's a super chat, so I can save it. Thank you so much. I will come back and make sure that I get to this at some point. Austin, you're the reason why I'm into movies so much. You're kind of like my idol. Oh, my goodness. Well, look, I appreciate that big time. I am not the best at what I do. I am one that continues to get better. I want to continue to improve, but I do appreciate the kind words, and I just love doing this. It's fun to me. This is not a job that I get up, I do stress out about it in terms of videos performing well and stuff like that. But it's not one that I just, I got to make another YouTube video, and I got to get on here and talk to all of these people and all this stuff. No, I mean, I do live streams because you guys have such amazing questions. You give me the opportunity to talk about movies every freaking week, and you all are wonderful. So I do it because I know that you guys love it, and I know that this is a great community to talk about movies, and I love making movie reviews. I do. It's something that I thoroughly enjoy. It's something that I'm spending a lot of money on right now because I'm creating my new studio in my new house. And I wouldn't do that if I didn't love it. So thank you guys so much for your support. And thank you for that. I mean, that means a lot to me. It really does. Let's see. Wow, just saw In the Heights and loved it. Chew is now 2 for 2 by giving voices to underrepresented voices in Hollywood. What is your perspective on diversity and representation on the big screen? Well, I can tell you one thing. Seeing In the Heights on the big screen, what it was able to do, not only in terms of representation, but just giving all of these actors and actresses opportunities to show what they're made of. I mean, Anthony is I now know what he is capable of. I know what a lot of these actors, and I think that's the importance of representation and diversity, and what some of these movies more now than ever are able to do, and bring voices and actors and actresses and directors that we've never heard and never would have had the opportunity to hear if they didn't get that chance. So I think that's so cool. I think it's important, and I love seeing it. I just like seeing different perspectives on different things. That's why I review so many foreign series on Netflix. We've got South Korean series. We've got recently the Philippines. I mean, with Trace, and we got Spanish shows, and we got all of these wonderful things. And I think that's some of my favorite movies over the last 5 to 10 years have been. I mean, we can go with the obvious one in Parasite. That's the obvious one. And oh my God, Bong Joon-ho, what a talent he is. And he got the opportunity to do that. That's why I think it's important, because there are always people, whether you're white, black, it doesn't matter. There are always people that have a story or a character that has the opportunity to become something big and something great, but sometimes they don't get the opportunity to voice that and bring that to life on the big, small screen. And it's cool to finally see that come to life. And it's great to see. I mean, my favorite director, Denis Villeneuve, he's not American, but his voice and what he's able to bring to some of these American movies is incredible. It's incredible. So that's kind of what it means to me. But in terms of In the Heights, yeah, In the Heights freaking rocked my world. It rocked my world. So yeah, let's keep going here, guys. We've got we almost did the hour mark. We almost hit an hour mark. So we're going to have to wrap it up here soon, barring any super chats. I'm going to get a couple more of these normal chats. Talking about, The Gray Man. We're going back to, I'm sorry, guys, I'm just now catching up. The Morning Show Season 2 official trailer today. I've got to go watch it. I ended up really enjoying The Morning Show. I did, so I've got to go check that out. Let's see. Let's get, hey. Imagine starting 11-0 and finishing 1-5. Hey, we still start 11-0, but you know what? It doesn't matter if you don't win a Super Bowl. Just like Browns, their first playoff win in decades. That says enough. Go Pack Go. We would have won the Super Bowl if Dave. Oh, get out of here with that crap. No, you wouldn't have. Look, I was rooting for the Packers. I was. I like Aaron Rodgers a lot. I could make fun of you, headcanon, for Aaron Rodgers, but I won't. But you did make fun of 11-0. So you know what? I will. No, I won't. I ain't going to do it. No, you wouldn't have. Listen, I do like the Packers, so I kind of root for Aaron Rodgers. I think Aaron Rodgers is awesome, but he might not be on the Packers, so I might not have a reason to root for him. That's all I'm saying. Ed Cannon. Yes, The Gray Man, can't wait to see it, says Vittorio. So I just finished my book, and I sent it through my publishing company. Oh my God, man, holy cow. That is amazing. I'm crossing my fingers here. I've got to see this, Vittoria. I've got to see this. Don't leave this channel. I want to see this thing come to light because this is very cool that this is actually happening. Let's all support Vittorio in his journey on becoming oh my God. I mean, that is awesome. That is awesome. I want to see this book when it is out and published. Damon says, have you seen Harry Potter inspired off Broadway play puffs? No, what is that? Off Broadway play puffs? No, I haven't seen that. I believe it's on Amazon right now. Damon, I haven't seen this. That's interesting. That's interesting. So Harry Potter inspired Broadway play puffs. No, I've not heard of that. I've not heard of that. I will say these Broadway plays coming to Disney Plus and being able to see the glory of some of these for the first time. It's been really cool finally getting into Broadway, which is something that I've just never really been like into before. But now that I'm finally seeing all of these amazing things like a Hamilton, I'm kind of getting into it. So I'm interested. I'm very interested to see more along that line in that genre, if you will. Headcanon says, speaking of which, when will we see the new studio? Headcanon, I'll give you a hard time early. You know, I'm just playing sports talk. On the Discord, by the way, Discord links in the description. There is a sports talk on there, so we can smack talk the Steelers too if you want. Let's see. Maybe 2 weeks. Maybe 2 weeks. I'm hoping. I'm thinking 2 weeks from now. We gotta seal the basement. We gotta paint the basement. I got a lot of things we got to do, but I've got it all laid out and planned out. And the wife is such a wonder. I mean, I'm so blessed to have such a wonderful wife who is helping me in every way that she can, even though she works, 50 hours a week. She works her butt off, but I'm very blessed to have someone like that. So it's very awesome. I'm super excited to see what happens. Oh my God. Do we have movies and munchies in the house? Are you kidding me? Movies and munchies, man, I love your channel so much. I do. I look at you like you are in the Jeremy John Stuckmans for me. I watch all of your reviews. I always try to get my review out first. So sometimes I'm a little late to the game. Movies and munchies, but you're awesome. Congrats on the new house. Can't wait to see how your studio turns out. Thank you so much. See, now I've got to nail it. I know you're waiting for it, but I appreciate it big time, my friend. Congrats on the success of your channel. I know you're hitting... you hit 20K, right? Yeah, you hit 20K. Every time I see you, you're rocking it. I always try to support you, man. I don't comment as much as I should, but I always try to support you. So great stuff over on Movies and Munchies. I think you're one of the best in the business. Mike says, Gilbert Godfrey, that's rocket, or Wanda Sykes' Gamora. Oh my God. No, I've got to go Gilbert Godfrey as Rocket Raccoon. That would be the funniest. That would literally be the funniest thing if Gilbert Gottfried played Rocket Raccoon. Oh my God. Oh, that's amazing. Oh my God, that's amazing. Yeah, that's spectacular. Yeah, I'm going to go Gilbert Gottfried as Rocket Raccoon. Have you seen the original Utopia TV show? I never saw it. I saw the remake, and I liked the remake, but I never saw the original, so I couldn't really compare. I couldn't really compare and contrast, but I liked it. I liked the new one. Thanks for doing this. Such a great channel. Keep it up. Thank you so much, Tristan. Appreciate the support, my friend. What are your thoughts on Uncut Gems being a 52 on Rotten Tomatoes audience score? That's hilarious. I've seen it 5 times now and love everything about it. My new favorite of all time. Movie lover. It's one of those movies that I have heard vastly varying opinions of. A lot of the audiences hate it because they hate the ending, because they don't like the way that it goes out. And for me, I think the ending is the only ending, because I think the entire movie is built around his character going down that path and that being the arc. And no, they didn't necessarily have to, but for what happens, I think it makes all of the sense in the world. It's one of the best portrayals of addiction I've ever seen because it's accurate. And Adam Sandler gives one of the best performances. So I don't understand the audience score, but at the same time, I do kind of understand what issues people have. I don't know how there's 52% that like it and 48% do not. It's kind of crazy to me, but it's okay. It's okay. It's one of those movies. I get the criticism, but anytime I get the opportunity to defend it, I'm going to defend it. Let's see. Sheik says, Super Chat, would love if you watch some Indian movies. The first one is one that I've heard nothing but great things about. Super Deluxe is another one that I've heard really, really good things about. And I think it has a great score on IMDb. Yeah, it all just comes down to time. And I'm so sorry, guys. I know I've said I was going to watch a couple of those for a long time. They're on my watch list on Letterboxd. I always get distracted, or I get something new to watch, or I get a screener. But I promise you guys, I'm going to get to those movies eventually. And then hopefully do some sort of countdown or tier list, because I know you guys have been so supportive to my channel. So thank you for that. Keep recommending, because if you keep recommending, I will keep remembering. So I appreciate that big time. Let's see. I will join the Discord to ask you more questions. Hey, go on over there, man. It's a cool community over there. It's a very cool community. So much fun. Love the people over there. Every time I pop in, didn't get to pop in a lot last week. I actually didn't have a phone last week. I dropped it in the bathtub. But you guys are so awesome over there, so I appreciate it. Fardeen says, have you watched the show Kingdom starring Frank Grillo? No, but I've heard really good things. I've heard really good things about Kingdom. It's top-notch drama with MMA angle. Liked it as much as Succession, which is also great, man. I can't tell you how much I've heard about Kingdom. I've heard so many good things, so many outstanding things. And it's one that the premise, I think, is more interesting than a lot of the recommendations that I've been getting. So it's one that I definitely want to get into and review the new season, right? There's a new season coming out. So I'll definitely get into it eventually. But yeah, absolutely love that show. Guys, I know we're getting a lot of questions. I actually had to go at the hour mark. I have to go work on the house a little bit. So let me make sure I don't have any more super chats here, because I don't want you guys asking questions and me not answering them and paying money for them. Great channel. You're one of the main movie review channels I watch. Your videos are always important. Keep it up. Great content. Thank you, Jacob. You're the best, my friend. Thank you so much. Before we go, hey, guys, if you were here and you want to support this video, this channel, it means a lot to me. All the super chats today, they mean a lot because, you know, obviously we're moving. We just spent a lot of money on a house, and to put this money back into the studio for you guys is awesome. But if you want to drop that thumbs up, I think that's the biggest thing you guys could do for me, is drop that thumbs up down below, man. Helps these live streams keep getting pushed by YouTube. It helps this channel stay relevant. I think that's the important thing. Doesn't matter how many subscribers you have. If you don't get likes, if you don't get comments, YouTube won't go and like you. So thank you guys for that. I appreciate it big time. And let me make sure no other super chats here. God, guys, you got so many great questions, though. You got so many great questions. Shawshank Redemption, love it. One of my favorites of all time. Christopher Nolan's Arrival, Denis Villeneuve's Interstellar. I'd go Denis Villeneuve's Interstellar. I like Arrival just a little bit better. Man, you guys are so amazing. What do you think of the Godzilla franchises? I love it. Critics say it sucks. I don't love it. I think the movies are up and down, but I really liked the most recent one, King of the Monsters. And not King of the Monsters, Godzilla vs. Kong. And I liked the first Godzilla. I did. I thought it was good. So I think it was a solid franchise. Not great, a solid one. And then make sure, why you not give my answers? Look, guys, if you asked a question, I didn't see it. It's just because I didn't see it. These things move very quick. So I'm trying to, make sure I can get to everything for you all. Roman, 2 to 3 hour long Q&As. Roman, when we hit 100K, that's one of my plans, is to do just a massive 3-hour Q&A with special guests. I think it would be super fun, not only to do it myself, but to get other YouTubers on here and let them answer some questions and just get a chance to show some people off, man. That'd be amazing. Tristan said I'd give you 1,000 thumbs up if I could. That would sure help me out. No, thank you, Tristan, so much. I appreciate that. And then all of the love here from you guys. Congrats on the new house. Thank you. Somebody said it's gone now. I can't find it, but somebody said I was disappointed that Owen Wilson didn't say wow in Loki. Let's see. I sent you a Spider-Man No Way Home promo title card from Sony Argentina that hints to possible multiverse shenanigans. Where did you send? Did you send it on Twitter? Oh, I'm gonna have to go look on Twitter. You guys. Oh, that would be super cool. That would be super cool. Okay, well, we've got some things to look into now. All right, guys. You're the best. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to play you guys out, as always, with your comments when I go to my screen here. Let's get it right up on screen. Yeah, there we go. Austin Burke Live. And I'm going to go work on the new house just a little bit. And for all the likes, for all the super chats, for all the other those nasty 3 likes again. Yeah, man. It's the same person. It's the same person that dislikes all my videos. It's okay though. It's okay. I've got you guys. All right. I'm gonna play off. Say your goodbyes and let me know. What are you doing today? What's going on in your all's lives? Appreciate it big time. I'll see you soon. All right. Let's see here. Congrats on the new house. Thank you so much. Hola. Hello. Thanks for joining. I'm so sorry we're leaving. We're doing Peter Parker memes again. Those are my favorite Peter Parker memes. There will be blood or no country. No country. Yeah, but it's they're both top 25 of all time. Bye. Bye, guys. Bye, guys. You're the best. Can't do too long of a post-credit scene today, but we're still going to do one. Love your channel. I'm going to watch Warrior and Terminator today for the first time. Excited. Oh, can't wait till you watch Warrior. Favorite DCU hero? It's cliche. It's Batman. But I have this love for The Question. The Question's one of my favorite ones. Somebody said, do you like Kill Bill? I can't find it now, but I do. Bye. I drink your milkshake. Have a nice day. Thank you so much. Do you like dinosaurs? I do. I love dinosaurs. Adios. Thank you guys for watching. Watching Wolfwalkers. Oh, that's great. You epic. No, you epic. See you, Austin. Ta-ta for now. A little Tigger action. Isn't what Tigger used to say? Ta-ta for now. Or maybe I'm just going crazy. I'm thinking of that. Do you like Marvel? I love Marvel. What are some of your favorite let's see, Asian actors and actresses? Oh man, that's tough. I love me some Jet Li. I have this really soft spot for Jackie Chan. I do. Jackie Chan, whether it be his animated TV show growing up or just kind of his action movies, I have a soft spot. I think Randall Park's really good. Lucy Liu is awesome. Margaret Cho is amazing. Steven Yin is having a great career right now. Amazing. So those are some of my favorite Asian actors and actresses. What's happening? I don't know anymore. To be honest with you, I don't know. Yes, that was Tigger. I knew it. Any post-credit scene in Loki episode 2? I don't know if I'm allowed to say, but from what I saw, no, but it was a critic. It was a critic's thing, so maybe they just didn't include it. See you on the next video. I'll comment as quick as I can. Love your channel. Bye. Thank you, Evan. This is the first live stream I've watched on your channel. That is awesome. Thank you so much for being here. Let's see. I'm going to do one more. I need Austin to dance like Bully McGuire. Maybe not this video because we're already off screen, but one of these days. And if I can find the music, I'll play it. No, I'll get copyright hit. But maybe one day. Your channel is epic. Thank you so much, Isaiah. I like your comments. I appreciate it. See ya, chump. I love the Tobey Maguire references. Guys, if he's not in the new movie, I'm going to be so disappointed. Should I watch Shiva Baby or Little Fish? Little Fish. It's different, but Shiva Baby's great as well. And then I haven't seen any of the Disney Plus Marvel shows. Well, you should. No, a genuine recommendation for me. I think they're worth watching. Loki may end up being the best, though. What if Michael Bay does Tenet? Well, probably wouldn't be as good, but there we go. I missed the part where that's my problem. That's... Oh, I love you guys. All right. Thanks for everything. Thanks for your comments. Hey, I've got a, if you're still here, I've got a Hitman's Bodyguard's Wife's Uncle review. No, it's just Hitman's Bodyguard's Wife. That review is coming, I believe, tomorrow. I actually watched it Friday, but I'm a little lazy. A little bit lazy. So if you guys want to check that out, turn on the notifications. Notifications for this channel. I'm going to post that tomorrow morning. So I'll probably do a cringe intro, because that's just what we do on this channel. But I like cringe. 3 people dislike. I'm going to put some dirt in your eye. I have a theory that it's one person because I always get 3 dislikes at once. So somehow, but then YouTube recognizes that it's spam and it's okay. It all turns out good in the end. But, or maybe 3 people just hate me. And I understand why. I'm a nerd, but that's okay. Nerds unite. Nerds assemble. Evan, I wish I could support you more than I do. Evan, just you being here is support enough for me, and it means the world. Interstellar score always makes me cry. Am I alone? You're not. 4, daggone. Well, now somebody here watching hates me, so that's thank you so much. If you hear and you hate me, I'm gonna cry. That's okay. I'm gonna be like Tobey Maguire. All right, guys. Well, dislike or show your success in your. Hey, that's true. That's true. It does show a little bit of success. Yeah, somebody listening hates me right now, but you know what? That's okay. If you're here and you hate me, I get it. It makes sense. All right, guys. I'm gonna go. I gotta go paint some walls with my wife. As soon as she gets off work. All right. I'll see you guys soon.